Looking at an extremely nice 1931 Ford Roadster hot rod pickup. Cruise around and tell you about it like we usually do. Very special truck, a lot of awards and accolades, took 8 years to build. There's no way I'm going to cover all the details as I cruise around here. It's finished in a PPG dark blue. It's going to be hard to tell this morning. Out back here and front, it has 39 Ford split wishbones that have been custom modified. All the metal work and a lot of the fabrication was done by industry-leading fabricators. Full list will be at Spud's Garage. ET, Sebring wheels, Stahl Sport Radials, 700 R16s in the back. Has a Hart soft cloth top. It's been custom fabricated and built so it's removable. Kind of gets you an idea of the blue right there and the craftsmanship that went into this truck. 4-time Builder's Choice winner. A lot of the comments that were made during those awards would have got more tricks than a room full of magicians, and that's saying it lightly. Beautiful German steering box up front here. Cowl steering. This is an extended cab Roadster steel body. The cowl band has been removed on the front here. The windshield has been laid back about 10 degrees, chopped 2 inches, custom windshield frame. The hood sides and the front brakes, when we get to those, these have stainless steel mesh inserts, beautifully fabricated 4-piece hood. A lot of nice final touches. Up front, it has 16 by 5s, 550 R16s. So I have a cheat sheet over here that I'll refer to from time to time. These are commercial style headlights finished in body color. Has fluted lenses, upgraded halogen beams in them. These are 40 juice brakes that have been modified and rotated 180 degrees so that the wheel cylinders are at the bottom. Chrome axle up front here, forged axle that's been brought forward to the radiator shell that's been chopped about 2.5 inches. It's a 31 Ford bus grille. Has a beautiful medallion here. Honeycomb insert. Catch the reflections here, it's just spectacular. Every time I look at this truck, I just find more things to talk about. As I said, I can only cover so much as I cruise around. I left the cheat sheet over there, so. Again, these are 39 Ford modified wishbones, front and rear. Kind of give you another peek here. Stainless steel inserts. Underneath the hood, here's the 327 Chevy V8. There's a 9-inch rear end out back. Get inside here, you'll notice the fit and finish throughout is just spectacular. Well, you don't win 4-time Builder's Choice Award by but make sure you go to Spud's Garage. We're not going to get the names of all the builders in this truck who assisted in its award-winning present, so to speak. Has custom matte inserts here on the floor. It's all finished body color, low car shifter. Pretty tall, I fit in it very easy. I've driven it multiple times. Built in Prescott, Arizona. Mentioned just let you take it in as we cruise around here. Beautiful bed. Colin Kimmins did a lot of the metal work on it. These frame covers on the side hide everything. Those are one piece. A lot of one-piece components out back here. Faux tailgate latches here in the back. Has a roll pan out back here that incorporates the fuel tank in the back, and we'll get on the lift and cover some of that for you. Simply amazing. When I sit down on the truck, I'll see if I can cover some things that I may have missed. Sun coming up, beautiful day. Be out hot rodding a little bit here this morning. You notice the steering wheel is hand fabricated out of NASCAR H-beam rods. Little V8 in the center. Again, another map pocket over on this side. Little hidden start access, that type of thing. All the controls are in here. It has a 3-position headlight switch. First one is park for the rear tail lights. Second one's low beam and then high beam. 3 positions. Turn signals right here that automatically cancel. The dash is a 1932 Ford dash assembly that's been custom modified. Glove box doors. This is the access panel that I've already shared with you. Has an NOS GM diesel truck dash insert panel that's just very cool. Classic Instruments gauges. We'll fire it up here for you. To cover the kick panel over here on the driver's side with the German steering box. See how it's recessed here on the panel. Just a work of art. 3,641 miles on the odometer. All the gauges are functional. 13.5 on the volts, 14. Oil pressure is about 50 at idle, maybe a little bit more, close to 60. Temperature 185, 190 range. Usually runs about just under 185. Fuel gauge is working. And of course the speedometer works. We'll get out and let you hear it run. GM or Chevy, small block, 327 cubic inch. Has performance cylinder heads on it. Turbo 350 automatic transmission that's custom built. Ford 9-inch rear differential with 325 ratio. Everything's powder coated. The undercarriage is done exactly the same way. You'll see this is all black powder coating, smooth Edelbrock intake manifold that's been powder coated. GM distributor with Petronix ignition on it. Has a Stewart water pump that's had a nice cover built for it. Ram horn exhaust manifolds here, ceramic coated. The VIN is down on the chassis there. You'll see the level of craftsmanship on the hood side vents. Fan shroud up front here is finished in body color, mechanical fan. It's inspiring to look at a car like this. Less is more. No unnecessary bling. This is a custom made coolant recovery tank. It's finished in the dark Packard blue also. GM 1-wire alternator, high amp. Wiring is the same throughout the truck. Catch an idea of the blue there. We'll fire it up here for you. As we mentioned during the walk around, top to bottom, very nicely done. 2x4 rectangular steel chassis. Everything's been jig or TIG welded on it. Has a custom built front cross member up here. A lot of tricks throughout this one. These are Lincoln front brakes that have been rotated 180 degrees, which brings the wheel cylinder down to the bottom. Custom vents that match the hood sides there. Mentioned the cantilever shocks as we're doing the walk around. This is Durant mono leaf spring up front here, but we mentioned the shocks, cantilever shocks with custom Bilstein's hidden inside the frame. Steering stabilizer up front here. Give you another look at those 40 Lincoln juice brakes. Beautiful chrome plated 30 heavy duty dropped axle by Industrial Chassis out of Phoenix. Show chrome plated. Again, the Durant single leaf. Custom made wishbones. You'll notice up front here, this axle is forward of the radiator, so the axle's been moved forward. And it just has a trick stance and feel to it. We'll get you around to the outside here to finish up, but you'll see how all the components, the engine components are all powder coated black. Custom ceramic coated exhaust here. Has 39 Ford spindles with the arms removed up front. I'm covering a cheat sheet in my hand here. It's got a lot of things to go with this one. 39 Ford wishbones up front here. Beautiful exhaust. Easy to split apart and take out. Has a hand-built scoop here for the transmission cooler. All these body panels hide the frame because it sits down low on the frame. We'll cover that while we're outside. A lot of Kimmins hand-built or formed components. Master cylinder here. You'll notice the layout is very nice. Pedal assembly comes down here. Back here, we're going to get to the rear suspension. I know I'm going to miss something. I always do on this truck because every time I look at it, I see something new. Out back here, there are 39 wishbones that have been split and modified, much like the front. Ford 9-inch rear differential. It's a 325 ratio. It's been shortened about 1.5 inches. Has Dutchman 28 spline axles out back. Drum brakes here in the rear. And then you're going to catch the same thing out back here. You're going to see the cantilever arms for the shocks, and they are actually hidden up in the frame. You can see the chrome Bilsteins up there in the blue label. Fuel tank has a custom formed cover. There's a multi-leaf spring out back here. 40 Ford Traverse front spring was used on the rear. Inspiring when you look at a build like this one. This thing starts every time. Nice tidy car. When we go around the outside here, we'll share a little bit more of the metal work that was done and the suspension components. Be a nice way to finish it up. Give you one more peek as we walk through. Turbo 350 transmission. Again, all those components are powder coated. 327 Chevy V8 underneath the hood there. Give you a better look at the front suspension from the rear. Notice again how that axle's moved forward. Everything's show plated or polished. Stunning. A lot of these things I'm going to cover at the end are things that I covered in the beginning. And I covered some under the undercarriage. We'll just give you a better look at the brakes, the fluted headlights here. You get a better look at the 31 bus grille and the medallion in the center here. Packard blue, base clear, dark Packard blue. Has a new set of ET Sebring Salt-Flat style wheels. And brand new rubber at the same time. It's got 550 R16s up front here. These are 16 by 5-inch rims. Take a look here. The hood sides we talked about during the walk around. You're catching a really good view of the aesthetics on it. A lot of custom work was done by Kimmins. This entire panel that I talked about on the undercarriage here along the frame rail actually looks like it's part of the body, but it's a panel that conceals the chassis underneath so it can retain a nice smooth look. They go all the way back here to the back. The 39 modified wishbones front and rear. Out back here it has 700 R16 Stahl Sport Radials front and rear. These are 6-inch 16s out back. Catch another view of the shocks there, the 40 Ford front spring out back. All these hand-formed panels are on the bottom of the bed, and they also roll around the sides up to the cab. Recessed license plate. You'll see how this fuel tank pan we talked about out back is all one piece, and it rolls into the roll pan that rolls around the corner. Exhaust is nice, subtle out back here. Packard dark blue, base clear. Catch some of it in the sun in the photo shoots. Probably my favorite view right there. Thanks for listening to me. Give you one more peek here and around the front. Make sure you go to spudsgarage.com.